飯は私が作ります。
最後の晩餐。
That's right, today I will be killing you with yours Southern Stew recipe. Perfect for the holiday season and easy to make. Let's begin by peeling and cutting some potatoes into small cubes. You want to keep them as even sized as you can so that they cook evenly as well. They're not going to be perfect, but as long as they look similar to this, you're in business. Then transfer them to some water to wash off the starch and keep them from oxidizing. Then moving on with the rest of our mirepoix, go ahead and dice 1/2 of an onion, 2 to 3 carrots, and mince a couple cloves of fresh garlic. A nice trick to peel garlic is to crush it under a knife and then remove the skin. Trust me, this will be a lot easier than peeling each individual clove. Then just mince and make sure not to cut your hands like you're cooking this for love, baby, cooking this for love. And to keep your assassin identity secret. Moving on to our meat, you can use sirloin or chuck roast. I personally went with chuck because I think it's the best kind of stew meat you can get. It's a cheap cut, perfect for a budget, and it braises beautifully. Slap your meat down on the table and begin to cut similar to the way we did our potatoes. They don't have to be perfect, you just want them as even as you can get so that they cook evenly as well. Also at this stage, feel free to trim off any excess fat you find. I know it imbues a lot of flavors, but I'm just not a huge fan of the mouthfeel. And that should just about wrap it up for all the knife work. Over on the stove, grab a nice Dutch oven or any cooking vessel of your choosing. Drop 1 to 2 tablespoons of neutral tasting oil and drop in your garlic along with your chuck. Add in a pinch of salt and begin to sear your meat. You're not going to be cooking it all the way through. What you're going to want to do is get a nice crust as well as develop some beautiful fond at the bottom of the pot. Continue to sear until you have some nice beautiful brown boys just like this. Remember, no color, no flavor. When you've developed some nice color, replace with your onions and your carrots. Hit it with a pinch of salt and then stir your vegetables until the onion becomes translucent. Now deglaze with 1 to 1/2 cups of red wine. Stir and scrape off all that beautiful fond that you developed at the bottom and then add your meat back to the mix. Sprinkle over 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, then pour in 6 cups of beef broth. Then stir until everything is evenly incorporated. Place your lid on top and keep it slightly cracked and simmer for up to 2 hours on low heat. After 2 hours, add back your potatoes and add 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of thyme, and let it continue to simmer on a low heat for another hour. Make sure to stir occasionally so nothing gets stuck at the bottom of the pot and begins to burn. After simmering on a very low heat for about 3 hours, your beef should become super tender. Make sure to taste it because you do not want to be feeding your loved ones any kind of poison. And strangely, to this recipe, we're going to be adding a little bit of sour cream because apparently yours prefecture is famous for this. Gives them a taste of home, and I'm going for authenticity here. So just a little bit, about 1 tablespoon's worth should do it. And for a bit of color, towards the end, we're going to add some parsley. Stir one final time to make sure everything is nice and incorporated. Grab a bowl and begin to serve. Everything has been all set, so there's no need to assemble. Everything is ready to go. Garnish with just a bit more parsley. Now, normally, this would be where I thank you guys for making it to the end of the video, like and subscribe, which you should totally do, by the way, because I work extremely hard on these videos, but I forgot the fried egg. When I work on these recipes, it's usually late at night, so that's why I forgot. I forgot the freaking fried egg. The worst part is, I made the dang thing and forgot to use it. I hope this recipe keeps you nice and warm during these cold winter months. Make sure to check out some of these videos on screen now, and I will catch you next time, you bunch of nerds.